Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. If you are following on Patreon, everything should be up to date. Minus this video and Wednesday's video when that comes out. But everything Patreon-wise, I think, was updated. So, cool. Stoked on that. In terms of content going further, always going to be on Patreon first, and then YouTube, I'm probably going to be ramping up my posts. So if you are watching on YouTube, you might be a little bit behind. Actually, a pretty decent chunk behind now at this point. But if you want to check them out early, I try to always give the lead to Patreon since they support me. So appreciate that. But tonight we are covering BlockB. I said we were going to on Monday, so we got to do it. The only caveat will be we'll probably end it off, complete the stream completely off with my girlfriend says that I have to listen to the new Hypen song, so we will be closing that out with the Hypen song. So 23 videos. I'm gonna try to get them all done tonight. We will do the subsequent spin-offs of that, so come join for future videos for that. Yeah, that would be cool. So I think that should be all my updates, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, thanks for hanging, thanks for vibing. Appreciate chat coming through. Gunky, hello. Sarah, hello. Kaylee, hello. Kala, hello. Connie, hello. Unhi, hello. Sally, hello. No Santa, hello. We'd love to see it. So yeah, very cool, very cool. All right, let's get rocking here. We've got BlockB. I think the only thing that I know about BlockB, and from at least from the comments, is that BlockB is I know Zico, obviously. So very excited. Gunky says I was almost expecting you to say the GF is making me listen to the new XO song. I don't know. I have to ask her, but I know she loves Hypen, so that's why I think she had asked me to cover it. And in her words, she said, I am literally not going to wait another day until the song is listened to. So I was like, all right. But very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Connie says, I love BlockB. Kaylee says, BlockB is a 7-member boy group debuted in 2011. Wow. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when I graduated high school. So that's, that's wild. Oh my God. BlockB is really good. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to start it off with Freeze. It looks to be the first one. So let's go.
This one goes out. We on a block. We gotta rock. We gotta make it hot. Make it hot. You know this? We on a block. We on a block. We gotta rock. We gotta rock. We gonna make it hot. 점점 커지는 beat, 빨라지는 drum. 현란한 조명빛에 반짝이는 mirror ball. 시끄러운 무드 위 춤추는 그녀. 천천히 다가가면 어디론가 사라져. Hey baby 내게로 가까이 와. 친구들 다 집에 보내. Hey baby 내게 와. 내 손을 잡아. 이 밤이 널 기다리니까.
I did use the Kaylee playlist, so whatever Kaylee included, I think you'll get Kaylee.
내 눈엔 너밖에 안 보여 girl dance tonight. 더 이상 주저하지 마. Come on girl. 지금 이 순간부터는 난 Stop 어디가 hey girl stop 말리지 마 don't stop 널 원해 맘이 그대로 멈춰 거기 stop 어디가 hey girl stop 말리지 마 don't stop 널 원해 많이 그대로 멈춰 거기 stop 심장은 쿵쿵쿵 베이스라인은 둥둥둥 focus zoom 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 난 날아가 like shoom yeah 거기 lady where you going 지금의 난 내 자신조차도 못 말려 치명적 매력에 가면 왜 내게 넌 자꾸 퍼지는 brightest 내게로 가까이 와 친구들 다 집에 보내 oh baby 내게 와 너를 따라와 이 밤이 널 기다리니까 떨리지 마 don't stop 널 원해 맘이 그대로 멈춰 거기 stop 어디 가니 girl stop 말리지 마 don't stop 널 원해 많이 그대로 멈춰 거기 stop 꼭 숨어라 네 모습 다 보인다 come 일로 와 빨리 moving now I'm serious mysterious my alien yeah 지루한 일상 떨쳐버리고 내게 와 일단 뛰어 입 벌려봐 시간 비워 크게 들어봐 볼륨 키워 You know I'm talking about 소리 질러 숨을 샘치고 follow me now 내가 나쁜 놈일까 겁이 나 사람 간보지 말고 반응에 무한해지기 전에 뒤돌아 미소라도 보여 그대로 멈춰라 더 이상 견딜 수 없어 내 눈엔 너밖에 안 보여 girl dance to dance 더 이상 주저하지 마 지금 이 순간부터는 나도 내 널 원해 맘이 그대로 멈춰 거기 stop 어디 가니 girl stop
Yeah, somebody's popping off in the back. I love that.
그대로 멈춰 거기 stop
Hey, all right. This was BlockB. Let me see if I can get like a better shot of all of them. Okay, I don't think I'm going to. It's probably about as close as I'll get, maybe. Nah, it's a little zoomed in. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, this was BlockB Freeze. Y'all can kind of give me the lowdown on some of them in the chat. Let's see. Hello, Biscuit. Hello, Jazz. Thanks for hanging. Kaylee says BlockB is their own character for sure. I'm gonna find out, I'm sure. Andy, hello. Thanks for hanging. It looks like Sarah's question got answered. Baystars stuff is in there. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Biscuit says, wow, it's been a long time since I heard this. Wow, okay, fair enough. The hairstyles kill me. Gunky says, I wonder what the members think of their debut hairstyles. That is, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can be hypercritical on that because my 2011 haircut was probably not great either, so I can resonate with that. Kaylee says members are Tail, Zico, B-Bomb, Yukwon, Jeho, Kyung, and Pio. Okay. Very nice. Thank you, Kaylee. Appreciate that. I will copy pasta that into my notes here. Very nice. I enjoyed this a lot. I think I enjoyed this more than I thought I was going to. At first I was gonna say it kind of feels in that time frame. I'm gonna guess they're like maybe third gen if I had to put my finger on it. I know I've covered enough groups to kind of get an idea of it. They could be like late second gen, but I think second gen would have already passed by that point. But I thought this was very interesting. It's cool. I feel like I say this and I don't mean to repeat my commentary on it, but like I always find it interesting when we go back to groups that have been around for a long time. Obviously, some of the members have gone on and done their own thing or what have you. But I always find it very interesting to cover like groups like this just because I don't have the nostalgia of like this is like if this was the group that got you into K-pop, like I can't say that I have the nostalgia tinge for them, but I can understand. I feel as though like why people enjoyed them and why maybe they like them now because we've covered a lot of groups in that sort of time frame. And I enjoyed this. I think this was very fun. Definitely like a little bit dated in terms of like the instrumentation and such, but like I think to me it kind of again gives that like sort of nostalgic feel of like I think it gives that this sort of nostalgic feel of like artists that I think of or songs that I think of or try to associate it with, but like the synth choice feels very like of the same like caliber as that of like the first thought was like, wow, this kind of has that sort of like Gangnam style like really crunchy, very like synthy, I don't know, sine wavy sort of synth to it. It's got like a very crunchy tone to it. And I like that's the only way I feel like I can kind of contextualize it in some ways. I mean, I know we've covered other groups in this generation, certainly, but like to me, like whenever I think of songs in this era, I'm like my brain automatically goes to like that song for whatever reason. Um, but I enjoyed this a lot. The choreography was cool. I think like to me, like the song actually got better later on. Like that the second verse was incredible. Like that bridge section was very cool with like the rapping sections as well. And then like the final chorus had like a lot of like vocal dynamics that I'm curious to see going further in their discography, just because I feel like this was already what they were showing off, like literally debut song. So it's cool to see. I always feel like it's always fun to see and go back to some of these groups and like kind of listen through. Again, we've got a lot of songs to cover tonight, but like it was really cool to hear that. So I definitely like this one a lot. It's a great starting point. I'm curious to hear what chat thinks, if they think that this song has aged well or not. But I think to me, it's got some quips, definitely of that time period, but I still feel like it holds up really well. And like I said, I found myself enjoying this a lot more than I feel like I have maybe with other songs in that sort of same period. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's definitely some groups that I maybe more gravitate towards in that way. But yeah, this was really good. I enjoyed this. This is a good starting point. So, Connie, oh wait, excuse me. Let's see, a couple comments here. Connie says, Teo, Zico, and Pio are my favorites. Very cool. Very cool. Biscuit answers Gunky. BlockB loves making fun of their hair from what I remember. That's cool. That's good to hear. It's got to have like a little bit of a jovial fun about it. So, Gunky says BlockB is more of a rebellious bad boy group. Fair enough. I could definitely tell by the stylization to some degree. And then Connie says they are considered second and a half gen or sometimes third gen. And Gunky says context, they debuted the same year as A-Pink. That makes sense. Okay, fair enough. Biscuits is late second gen. Fair enough. I feel like they're kind of in that middling period. Excuse me. And Kaylee says the song was banned twice, so they promoted it with the next song. Okay, all right. Let's get into Wannabe.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, what's up? Hi. Bounce, bounce, bounce. BLOCKB. Round, round, round. We gonna make sure we gonna make each. Down, down, down. Do you wanna be? Just follow. Down, down. Go, madness. 나 또한 헉 누르고 참았어. 땀 냄새 진하게 베인 트레이닝 복 대중교통과 작별을 고하고 왔어. 자, 원하는 걸 말해. 랩 댄스 퍼포먼스 상상 이상의 뭔가를 선사할 테니까 믿어줘. 우리는 필요치 않아 리허설. 불보다 뜨거운 등장으로 아끼는 어떤 어둠도 실력으로 밝히는 지금을 위해 준비한 BlockB 하나 둘씩 이제 모기 시작해 Who's this 우린 시작된 변화의 중심 외쳐 우릴 원한다면 Wannabe 비켜 내가 나타나면 Wannabe 뱉어 우린 제멋대로 누가 뭐래 그래 We do it now bam 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 wanna be 오늘 bam 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 wanna be wanna be bam 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 wanna be bam 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 wanna be you wanna be high you wanna be gorgeous 넌 오기 전에 비비 wanna be 길이는 아이처럼 꿈을 대지 말고 올라가 똑같은 거 똑같은 pose down 질리고 비슷한 건 우리가 바꿔 here we go 불보다 뜨거운 등장으로 아끼는 어떤 어둠도 실력으로 밝히는 관객들의 큰 함성 팬들의 고함도 여기로 모든 걸 다 줄 수 있어 따라와봐 외쳐 우릴 원한다면 Wannabe 비켜 내가 나타나면 Wannabe 뱉어 우린 제멋대로 누가 뭐래 그래 We do it now
BLOCKB
Hands up
All right.
BLOCKB
Hands up switch
This is cool. Wow.
wanna be me. Bam, bam, bam. Wanna be with a man. Bam, bam, bam. Wanna be.
I love those like horn synths. That's so cool. All right, this was BlockB, Wannabe. Very nice, very nice. I enjoyed this one a lot. I think, dare I say, I enjoyed it more than the first song. That's so sick. That's so sick. Sarah says this one is also so groovy. I would agree. And Kaylee says, "Do you want to be?" is also part of how they do their greetings as a group. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Double, very interesting. Double meaning. Love to see it. Sarah says that feels vaguely threatening. Very nice. I enjoyed this one thoroughly. Like I said, it was very fun. I love that like kind of big big band, or I guess like big horn sounding like synth tone that they're using. Like I don't know, like it feels very timeless in that way. Like there's some like other songs that I'm like completely blanking on that kind of have that like really kind of like strong horn presence that isn't K-pop, that I was like I feel like it has that sort of staying power, or like at least I think it kind of jogs like the memory a little bit more. I could be aging myself in that aspect, but I really enjoyed that. I think the beat was really good too. Really really fun. I also enjoyed their vocal play. Like I feel like a lot of their stuff uses a lot of interesting like vocal dynamics. I love like the bass, like the more of like vocal bass tones. I would assume that has to do with more so like the rapping side of BlockB, but like I like their kind of like the way that their vocals kind of mash up with like again that sort of horn sound. I also liked that like it kind of meshes with like that kind of rhythmatic sort of beat of the song. It's again got such a good groove to it that I feel like they kind of place those lyrics or like vocal parts over like a good like portion of the beat, which is really fun. I love that. I think that's such a underrated technique, and it's really fun to be utilized in a song like this. I also enjoyed again the rapping section of this song. I think they were very good. I think they were spaced out really well too. But I feel like they kind of added like a different pacing to the song, which I like. Chorus was probably again one of the strong points of the song. Certainly, like I feel like a lot of the focal points of the track really do hone in on that chorus and like how like dynamic it is. So I like that. Again, their play around the song kind of builds to that chorus and just it makes it feel more dynamic and more I don't know, just more a part of the song. So I love that. But yeah, this was great. Like I said, I personally obviously have not seen BlockB. I don't know if I'll ever potentially get the chance to see them unless they do an anniversary or something like that. But I feel like this one would pop off live. Like it give to me like the first one was really good and I liked it, but like my first thought when I was listening to this song was like this one just has that sort of energy that you could only get at like a live concert, right? You know what I mean? So that would probably be my only thing that I would love to see. I don't know if they performed this one. I'd imagine they did earlier on, but yeah, this was really fun. I enjoyed this one a lot too. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is Nalina. Hopefully, I've pronounced that correct. Let's check it out.
가져가지 말고 잠깐만. 응? 좋아요. 괜찮아.
Okay.
You know what time it is? It's BlockB time. Brand new style represents BlockB.
What's up, Nilly boy? The clock is coming. 영영 두 개째 따라와, baby. 모든 게 다 완벽하니까 구구가가 나만 바래이래.
Not the Goo Goo Gaga.
어디가나 항상 소리가 사람들이 맺어. I'm talking baby. 주위엔 항상 가수의 lady. 가볍게 보다간 뜨겁게 되지. 난 준비됐지, so don't be lazy.
못하러 갑갑하게 drop baby. 한 장으로도 디테일이 살아 완전히 달라 스케일이. When you look at me, make you crazy.
I don't know, but I'm hard. You know what I mean. 여자는 감탄사 남발. 알고 싶지 내 뽕양발. 남성 애들의 시기와 위기감의 시발점. 난 실시간 인기 검색어야 bro. 영영 두 개째 따라와 baby. 모든 게 다 완벽하니까 구구가가 나만 바래이래. 돌아버리겠지. 어디가나 항상 소리가 사람들이 맺어. Rock it now.
Rock it now.
엄마 친구와들의 표본 넘어져도 나오는 펌 모두 줄을 져 따라와 like 소동차. 나만이 내 것도 낮게 소작. I'm so good, so special.
Question.
어디가 매력이냐고 머리 어깨 무릎 I don't know, but I'm hard. You know what I mean. 난 절대 거짓말은 안 해. 이젠 두렵다고 말해. Girl, you want it and love it. Oh, na. 영영 두 개째 따라와, baby. 모든 게 다 완벽하니까 구구가가 나만 바래이래. 돌아버리겠지. 어디가나 항상 소리가 사람들이 맺어. 영영 두 개째 따라와, baby. 모든 게 다 완벽하니까 구구가가 나만 바래이래. 돌아버리겠지. 어디가나 항상 소리가 사람들이 맺어. Rock it now.
Rock it now.
All right. That was BlockB's Nalina. Very nice. If you're joining for our BlockB deep dive, thank you. Appreciate you. All right, couple comments here. Let's see. Sarah says iconic intro. Kaylee agreed, and Connie says this is an iconic song. Oh, okay. I can check that off my list now. Very nice. I thought this is very interesting. I guess I'll get my funny tidbit out of the way. I feel like K-pop is maybe one of, if only the only genre that I can think of that can take something as like trivial in a good way, goo goo gaga, as something that should be catchy and something that should also be in a K-pop song. Like I can't imagine like any other like artist that I can think of, or any other genre for that matter, that would take that type of lyricism, put it into music. I think it's great. I'm just poking fun out of it because I just think it's hilarious. But I do think I do find that some like older lyricism or like older like K-pop songs, it's always very interesting. It's always I feel like I always have a good funny journey to go down, and I think this is definitely the song for BlockB that has some very interesting lyricism. I'm sure there may be some more in later on's discussion, but I felt like that was like the first song that I noticed, whereas it was a little cheese bally, but in a good way. Kaylee says their music is just so fun and playful to me. I agree. I think there is this sort of like, I don't know. I think Gunky summed it up best, but like it kind of has this like, it has kind of like this bad boy charm to it. You know what I mean? Like there's something about it, like watching the MV and like seeing them do stuff like within the MV and then listening to their music. There is this sort of whimsy that is, I feel like, planted in the subconscious certainly. But I also really enjoyed this song because I think the dynamics are fun. Again, I think they are utilizing this really very like obtuse sort of synth choices in this song in a good way. I feel like it's maybe just again because of that era of K-pop certainly, but like I do really like it. I think it does stand out more, and I'm curious to see like obviously their future discography, but I really enjoyed that. I'm pretty sure if I've got it correct, Zico has the blonde like swoop haircut, if I'm not mistaken. But I love his kind of like vocal rasp. I feel like in some of the parts in the song, I was just like, I already liked Zico before this, but I do appreciate kind of his vocal rasp in this song. I think it kind of gives it like that extra bit of stank. You know what I mean? Like it's like a good stank, but I like it. I think it kind of gives that sort of edge to the track a little bit more. And I also appreciate kind of like, again, and maybe this is kind of the thing that I'll notice more in BlockB songs, but I love kind of like the edginess of the instrumentation, and then somehow like some of their like people that do a lot more of the vocal side of things have like such great vocals, and they kind of peer through in like in a also aggressive way, but like in a different way than like a different way than like a distorted instrument, right? Like it's cool to hear like someone do some like really nice vocal run or like some vocal sections or like some cool ensemble vocals, and I'm like this sound sounds like aggressive, but then like you match it up with like these really kind of great vocals, and like they've got like great ensemble vocals and stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is like very interestingly navigated in that way. So I love hearing that, and I hope that kind of again is something that maybe spans their career. Certainly, I can't say for certain, but it was something that I've noticed in the past 3 songs that we've listened to from BlockB so far. So very cool. I can understand why this is an iconic song. It is extremely catchy. That chorus is really catchy. And I also enjoyed the choreography a lot. I like that one section where like one of the members is kind of doing like a robot sort of like dance move. I thought that was sick. That's probably about as much dancing as I could possibly do. So, I felt seen. So, but very cool nonetheless. I enjoyed this one a lot. Very nice. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is "Close My Eyes." So, check it out. Totally different. Wow.
뭔가 더 나아질 거야. 좋아 보여 네 밝은 모습과 주위에 들려오는 소식같이 다 yeah.
Wow.
마음 같아서 널 붙잡고 싶지만 웃는 얼굴에 침을 뱉을 수는 없잖아. 여전해 그 미소 누구든 보면 빠질 것 같은 넌 웃음 지금 익숙해 너만 좋다면 야나 눈 감아줄게
잠시겠지 아주 잠시겠지 서로의 친구 놈들이 반기겠지 못 갔던 온갖 모임에가 달리겠지 그러다 다시 네 생각에 잠기겠지 오해 마라 정리한 건 맞아 오히려 네 연락을 멀리한 건 나야 보기보다 나 남자다웠어 너만 좋다면 야 잡고 남 없어
다시 돌아와 말하려 하다 곰곰이 더 생각해보면 오반가 오마이갓 속한다 자꾸 속한다 하루하루 더 늘어만 가는 술병 나봐 Oh baby Yeah girl it's okay 이젠 익숙해 너만 좋다면 야나 눈 감아줄게 Yeah girl it's okay 이젠 익숙해 너만 좋다면 야나 눈 감아줄게 Yeah girl it's okay 이젠 익숙해 너만 좋다면 야나 눈 감아줄게 Yeah girl it's okay 이젠 익숙해 너만 좋다면 야나 눈 감아줄게
Aw, very nice, very nice. All right. This was BlockB, Close My Eyes. Very nice, very nice. Kaylee says, they are babies here. Biscuit said, so young. I would agree. They looked young, for sure. Cookie says, they needed a break from all the dancing, so we got a chill song. That's nice. I gotta look this up now, because for my own self-interest, let me see. Kpop. I am curious what some of the BlockB members, how old they are. I'm curious if we're like, okay, so we're close in age. Zico is September 14th, 92, so he's older than me, but very nice, very nice. I enjoy this. This was very sweet. I feel like with these songs, like I enjoy like the kind of anniversary songs. Like this one, I feel like is good placement. Obviously, again, we are, not in the sense of the youngest or okay, excuse me. I lost my train of thought. Not to like again with like the way that they do songs and stuff. Obviously this is not intentional for it to be this way, I guess, in some degree, but I do like it. I feel like these types of songs are always like, again, written in a sense of like, like you kind of get something different. You get a different angle from where they're coming from. And I like that this one again is very unadulterated in a good way, because like I feel like a lot of their songs have that sort of high energy. Those are songs that like, you're breaking out on the hits and stuff. So it's cool to see this in a different light. I think vocally they're also very strong as well, which I appreciate. I don't know who was doing kind of the low like baritone or like bass tone at the beginning. I thought that was very cool. I'll have to keep my eye out, but I did really like that a lot. But yeah, overall I felt like this was a solid song. Like I said, I wasn't like, I feel like to me, I wasn't something that I was like particularly blown away with, but I do feel like in the grand scheme of what BlockB does, it's kind of a nice change of pace from what they typically do. And I'm sure there's people that love this song, and I don't want to be like discredited to them at all, but I feel like for me, it was like a little bit of a low point, but I feel like it's a good low point in the sense of like, we need like a rebalance, So, this was very nice, very sweet song, and their vocals were great. So, cool stuff. Kaylee says, yeah, Zico is the second youngest. Oh, wow. So they're like in their mid-30s, if I had to guess, which is crazy. So, I also didn't know this. I was looking up Zico's facts here. I did not know his older brother was a former member of Speed, which is a hardcore band out of Australia, which is crazy. So, shout outs to Zika for that. That's sick. I love Speed's great. If you're looking for a great hardcore band, go check them out. Not a plug, but go check them out if you like hardcore. But that's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's wild. All right, cool. Very nice, very nice. I will probably have to go do the K profiles deep dive later on, but very nice. All right, well, we're keeping moving. The next one looks like it is Nilly Mambo. That they're really tongue tying me tonight, but let's check this one out.
정신 나간 홀리데이 이거 분위긴 여름바다 걸리적거리는 윗돌이 탈의해 어두선하게 뻥치지 마라 양치기 소년같이 사방을 전전하며 블라블라 동해도 내가 다이빙하면 아담한 포장 죄다 박살 내다 클릭 클릭 Come on everybody just step step push your body 아무리 죽을 힘을 다해서 덤벼도 잽잽도 안돼 안돼 제대로 놀아줘 This will be Nilly Mambo BB 박수 치고 손 들어 이건 반케이 탄신할 때까지 계속 shout Yeah 모두 놀라 힙합 지르는 거야 난 굳게 바라게 점잖 떨지 말고 Never think lucky lucky 참지마 그냥 욱해 욱해 Yeah 아무나 다 데리고 와 rock and roll Let it let it let it let it let it mambo Let it let it let it let it Let's do it again
Oh my god. All right, this was BlockB's Nilly Mambo. Very nice, very nice. Couple comments here. Kaylee says, "Ooh, now this is iconic." Sarah says, "Hell yeah, love this song." Andy says, "Ooh, this one." Biscuit says, "Very iconic." Gunky says, "Definitely iconic." And Connie said, "So iconic." Hey, let's go, let's go. And Sarah says, "Who gave him that?" I don't know. The vibes were strong, but I enjoyed this a lot. This was definitely. I feel like, to me, like, I often love chat's opinions on this. Not that, like, I garner my opinion off of what chat thinks. I mean, sometimes I like take into consideration what they say, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. But like, to see that everyone in chat was like, this is an iconic song, I can understand why. Because I definitely think, for me, like, it's cool to like it's cool to like listen to some of these songs, and for them, for chat to say like this is an extremely iconic song in the genre. Like, you can almost tell, like what type of songs are going to be like that. And I feel like this one is definitely one of those. It's really big, like the production's very like in your face in a good way. um I also feel like it takes off a lot of cues of what BlockB was in the previous, like, 3 tracks. I would say 4. I feel like the previous track was good, don't get me wrong, but like, I don't feel like they were taking any cues from their like anniversary song. But I feel like they kind of amplified what I already knew that they were already doing in previous like title track songs, which is good. I think, you got to build on that like level of like artistry. And I definitely feel like with each song, I'm like, ooh, I like this aspect of this. And I'm like, ooh, I like this aspect. But this was so fun. The rapping sections were great. I don't know who, and chat can let me know who is who. I know Zico started off the song, which I feel like I already know he's gonna be good. But then I also enjoyed whoever has like the top knot here in the blonde hair, also really sick. I know he was, if I can remember from the last song, he was doing like a lot of the low end in terms of like the singing at the beginning of the song. And then like obviously in the song he was doing some of the rapping and also the lower vocal tones, which is cool. Pia. Okay, cool. Thank you, Biscuit and Kaylee. So cool. I like his tone. I feel like I definitely feel like he's got like a really interesting like tonality that I would imagine kind of differentiated them at the current time of K-pop. And I still feel like it probably does to this day, but I really like his tone a lot. It was definitely something that I like noticed when we listened to the first couple songs, but I like didn't know who it was. So now I know who it is. But yeah, he's really great. And I know they rotate between like three like different rappers in the group. I know there's one more that I'm seeing if I can source the time. And then we had whoever this is. Let me see if I can get a better frame. That is not good. Okay. Kia. Okay. Very nice. Thank you, Kaylee. Thank you, Biscuit. He was also really cool. And I think, to me, like, what I've noticed about a lot of like the BlockB songs right now has been like they kind of rotate the cast of those 3 in terms of the rappers. And like, I don't know if it's always Zico first, then Pio, then Keon, but I like the combination of them 3 because, like I said, they all sound different, but I also feel like they also bring a lot of different flavors to the song. And then, like, obviously, shout outs to the other members that I haven't mentioned yet, but like, I do feel like they bring a lot of character to not only the vocals, or like even like the kind of like vocal ad lib sections where they're like nah 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 nah. Like, it's kind of got like this really kind of like neener like like angsty, again, sort of feel to it. Like, I can't quite put the words to it, but like it definitely kind of reminds me of like that, again, that like sort of like aggressive language that I feel like is always really fun to hear. I kind of can attribute them, and this is probably going to be like a really weird intersection, but it's like kind of similarly to like when they do those like really interesting like like I don't want to say angry, but definitely like some of those like interesting like taunting sort of like parts in the song. It reminds me a lot of like, and I didn't listen to a lot of him as an artist, but like I am familiar with his music, but like it kind of reminds me a lot of like Eminem stuff. You know what I mean? Like Eminem, the way that like he would throw his voice and contort his voice, and like again those kind of like nagging, like very interesting, like angsty sort of ways in his like rapping tone. I feel like they took a lot of cues from that, which is cool. I don't know if they cite him as an influence, certainly, but like it kind of evokes that sort of same feeling that I can think of. And so I appreciate that. Again, I don't know if they're gonna if they have ever or will ever cite him as an influence or not, but it's definitely something I noticed in terms of the production and like also the way that they kind of interact with some of the other members in these songs. I think is really good. But yeah, this one I would definitely say this is iconic for sure. Not that I feel like my my say has anything to do with a song being iconic or not, but I do understand like people love this song and it definitely makes sense because it is phenomenal. So Kaylee says yeah, Po's voice has a lot of grit to it, very nice. Connie says love his voice, and Kaylee says yeah, Zico, Po, and Keon are the rappers mostly. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, I guess we'll keep it moving. The next one is Be the Light. So let's check it out.
어두컴컴해 보이지 않아 손뻗었지만 바람만 부딪혀와 왠지 모르게 낯선이고 초라함에 익숙해지네 그림자처럼 지네 한 번쯤 날 봐줄 거란 부질없는 그대와 상상 속엔 너와 밤새 나누는 대화 I deep inside of you I can't get over 오직 너만이 내 주변을 밝혀 빛이 되어줘 까맣게 가려진 맘을 너로 밝혀줘 얼어붙은 날 녹여 지나치게 눈이 부셔서 딴 놈들 쳐다보지 못하게 빛이 되어줘 Shine your light on me baby 빛이 되어줘 빛이 되어줘 Shine your light on me 살짝 스치기만 해도 모든 걸 빼앗긴 기분이야 지고 싶지 않아 숨처럼 내 곁에 늘 머물지만 만질 수 없어서 갈수록 더해져 낮은 태양이 되어 날 따사롭게 해주며 밤엔 달로 변해서 황홀한 낭만을 줘 저 멀리 반짝거리는 무언가조차 I can't see in the dark 네가 그치고 너가 날 비추는 날 우리 사랑은 다시 피어나 빛이 되어줘 까맣게 가려진 맘을 너로 밝혀줘 얼어붙은 날 녹여 지나치게 눈이 부셔서 딴 놈들 쳐다보지 못하게 빛이 되어줘 Shine your light on me baby 빛이 되어줘 빛이 되어줘 Shine your light on me baby You're always by my side Look 짙은 암흑 속에서도 선명해지는 네 모습 난 눈멀게 해 네 숨이 닿는 곳에 서성이며 빈자리를 채워 나란 놈이 추억되게 저 자리에서 지켜보는 것만이 상처 없이 너를 소유하는 방식 And you are all I see and you are all I need 지금처럼만 있어줘 please 빛이 되어줘 두 손으로 눈앞을 가려도 날 지울 수는 빛이 되어줘 가려진 맘을 너로 밝혀줘 얼어붙은 날 녹여 지나치게 눈이 부셔서 딴 놈들 쳐다보지 못하게
All right. Very nice. This was BlockB, Be the Light. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Kaylee says, "Ooh, I do like this one a lot. Very nice. Very nice." Gunky says, "This is my favorite song so far, but is not my favorite by them." Fair enough. Kaylee says, Tail, popping off, and poor Yukon just got beat up. Yeah. Oh my God. He got destroyed, unfortunately. Um, this was I enjoyed this one a lot too. I think it's crazy because like I enjoy kind of like the sporadic. I don't want to say sporadic. Sporadic's probably not the right adjective to describe it. I enjoy kind of like the aggressive tonality that I feel like some of the like Block B songs have. Like Nilly Lily Mambo was great just because it was energetic. But I feel like this one was equally as good. And it's cool to see that I can associate again some of the distinctions of what they do in this song, where I'm like, oh, okay, like this one was really good vocally. Like I think they do. I know they don't do it a lot, but it's cool to hear like some songs that are like again more focused on like the rapping like center of their group, and then also have songs that are kind of the inverse of that where they focus more on the singing, and then obviously have like some great rapping sections. Like I said, Kyung did great, Zico, Pio are all incredible. Like love their rapping tones. But I feel like to me like it was definitely a lot of the other members like Taeil, B-Bomb, Yukwon, Jaeho, were all great. I feel like their vocal tones were really nice. Again, Taeil was probably my favorite because he was doing like a lot of, I would imagine, doing all those pop-off vocals and doing a lot of that higher register stuff. He's got an insane vocal range, which is really cool. But it's cool to see like kind of the dichotomy of like what they're capable of doing. Like they're able to do these really kind of like bigger emotional sort of songs, and then they're able to do the kind of like the aggressive, like in your face like type song as well too. So it's cool to see like kind of the different modes of what they're capable of doing, and it is cool to see them kind of switch between the two in a more effortless fashion. You know what I mean? Like I definitely enjoyed myself in this song. I think again vocals really stand out to me. I felt like certain parts of the song were like a little bit better for me. Like I loved the bridge of the song. Final chorus was incredible. Really, I'd say all the choruses were really phenomenal in this track, which I think probably was one of the main focal points of the track itself. But yeah, it was really good. I like again that combination of hearing their great vocals and hearing some like really good rap sections. I really do feel like those moments do take the cake in that aspect. So another great one. They're two for two in my book so far. So been having a great time with Block B. So we're gonna keep it moving though. The next one we've got is very good. So let's check it out. I love The Dark Knight. This is my favorite movie.
Guess who's back? Real power, we did it again, man. Idol, let's go. Showtime 환호와 기대 속에 첫 등장 No doubt 남들과 차별화되는 순간 나 닮은 없어 넌 욕심 나가게 돼 길치 야야 I'm very very good 꼬마들 재롱잔치를 멈춰 분위기는 벌써 무릎이 꺾고 순식간에 객석을 정보 카페스 가라 행가를 받아 터지는 파바를 박차례가 해요 How many vacancies out there 주목한다 전방에 힘찬 함성 발사 Hey 거기 너 똥폼 잡지마 손 들어 벌 좀 받자 하나가 된 듯이 단합을 해 Ho 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 heard him 벌들아 더 세게 울어 왜 무게가 떠나가게 비명 질러 땡땡 꼬미남들은 길을 써 생척해도 너무 귀여운데 개판 부려 개판 5분 전 이런 컨셉은 우리가 전문이야 시간 다 됐어 정적을 깨고 적당히 할 생각들은 갖다 버려 stupid 엄지를 세워 열기를 불태워 이 구역에 미친 듯이 모여라 I'm very very good Already? I'm very very good Very very good 안 나오면 쳐들어간다 조여들어간다 안 나오면 쳐들어간다 What can I do for you? 안 나오면 쳐들어간다 조여들어간다 안 나오면 쳐들어간다
All right, this was BlockB's very good, very nice. A couple comments here. Gunky says this is very good. Jazz says a banger. Ooh, okay. Kaylee says I love how insane they are in this one. They are crazy. I would say for sure. Gunky says this MV is so good and fun. I would agree. I liked it. Definitely. I don't know if this draws some influence from The Dark Knight, but that like beginning scene of The Dark Knight, definitely that's what it reminds me of, at least. So but I enjoyed this a lot. First of all, I love the MV. I thought it was wildly entertaining as well. But you could just tell that like I would imagine it seems like one of those MVs that I feel like they just had a good time. Like the people that were there were having a good time. Like the group seems like they were having just like an absolute just like a mayhem fest of fun, which was cool. I think it's definitely, you could definitely tell they were like, they said just to go ape shit, and they did for sure. I think to me this is like probably, so far at least, I would say this is probably one of the more chaotic songs, like in terms of like structure. But I like the incorporation of like the like rock guitar and like the drumming and stuff. I feel like it just offers a different sort of dynamic piece to this song. Like I feel like the synth in this song was the synth in this song and in previous songs they've done has been great. But I feel like adding those instrumentations in this song definitely changes up the dynamics and the influence in the song. So I like that, and I think it kind of adds that little bit of like, again, like that bad boy edge to the song, or like it adds that little bit of aggression that you have come to know and love about BlockB so far. So I like that, and I think they definitely utilized it really well in that sort of capacity. I gotta say, out of the three like rapping sections, I gotta give it to Zico. I feel like, to me, in my opinion, he absolutely crushed it. I just love how he absolutely just comes out of the gate fucking swinging. But I love his like tone, and I like his his cadence to his rap sections. So I felt like, to me, like it was definitely a little bit more of a tall order for both PO as well as Kyung, but they were also really good. I don't want to discount them at all. They were also really phenomenal, but I just feel like Zico just had like that extra bit of like oomph punch to it that I really like. And I will say the chorus of the song is definitely really catchy too. I think that's obviously intentional for the song and what they've done so far with BlockB, but like I was bobbing my head. Like I was feeling the song a ton, and I definitely love that a lot. Again, I think the combination of that electric guitar drumming and like some bass work, I think was a really cool addition to this track. So definitely enjoyed this one a lot. I would say this one's amongst the top, my favorites so far. Obviously, we've got many more songs to go, but I would say as of right now, I've enjoyed it. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right. Well, we're gonna keep the train a moving tonight. The next one we've got is Jackpot. So let's check it out.
저 오빠들 이상해.
졌다 Jackpot The seventh album, 7 members and 7 seasons represented Hot time, check it out 시야코 인간의 욕심은 끝이 없고 같은 실수를 반복하지 너그럽게 살면서 대박을 노린다면 어린 반푼어치 우린 운명의 주사위를 던졌고 한치유차도 용납 못했지 I get with you die 살았어 날 깜짝 휘탄 턱시도와 브랜드 슈즈 여비소와 웰빙 굿 근사하게 외출 준비 늦다 보니까 꿈이야 난 지금 레이스 중 내 추세가 남에겐 백뉴스 Keep running yeah 박진감 있게 I'm on my way 먼저 가실게 처음엔 다들 혀를 차고 어리석다 해 갖고 노래해 디디라 대대 파이트 넘치게 대창 해라 We hit the jackpot baby 지갑은 탄력 넘치겠지 헛스윙 날려도 난 라이스 샷이라는 캐디 나를 무시했던 놈들에게 복수 대신 악수를 건네네 조심해 넥타이 와서 목줄겐 목줄도는 수갑으로 변해가는 행복의 기준 난 인생을 베팅 중 요령 피우다가 잃을 게 더 많아져 자신감 하나면 게임을 끝 기다려 my lady running 박진감 있게 I'm on my way 먼저 가실게 처음엔 다들 혀를 차고 어리석다 해 갖고 노래해 디디라 대대 파이트 넘치게 대창 해라 We hit the jackpot baby 졌다 jackpot swinging hard break it down now 민기적거리지 마 뽑히는 봄이 온다면 배짱이게 Jackpot I'm on my way 먼저 가실게 처음엔 다들 혀를 차고 어리석다 해 갖고 노래해 디디라 대대 파이트 넘치게 대창 해라 We hit the jackpot baby Luxury life. Get that money, get that pride. Luxury life. Anyway, we're playing hard together.
Wow. All right.
Huh?
Oh my god. Their endings are like the most chaotic. I love it. All right, very cool, very cool. I feel like this is a good frame to stop on. This was BlockB's a Jackpot. Very nice, very nice. Some comments here. Gunky says the actress in the MV, Kim Seron, who sadly passed away last year. Oh, my condolences. Hopefully she's in a better place now. Cuggy says this is a fun MV. They are also insane in this one. Yep. I as soon as I saw like the beginning frame of the song, I was like, yo, this is gonna be nuts. Kaylee says, by the way, Taylor is often wearing glasses in the MVs, not always, but enough. That's fair. I enjoyed this a lot. I think at first I was like, I don't know if I was gonna like this. I think and I will say partially, I feel like partially for me at least, this is probably more of a personal anecdote, if anything. Um, I hate clowns. I am definitely afraid of clowns. I don't know, like it's a whole story to get into, but and I don't have enough time to give the whole spiel on it. But I do not like clowns. I feel like that they're like I could not watch like it or anything like that. So I feel like to me I was a little triggered by that at the beginning, which is I was fine. I'll survive. But I feel like for me I was like, ooh, this isn't looking good for me. But personal anecdotes aside, personal grievances about the MV aside, I thought the song was great. I definitely enjoyed kind of the more like circus themed musicality to it. Um, and I thought that was really fun. Like, I think to me, like, there's some concepts within K-pop that I'm always curious on, like, groups tackling. And I feel like kind of like that carnival, whimsical, like, goofy sort of aspects to carnivals was, like, really in play. Not only, I think, in terms of, like, the actual MV, but I also feel like in the way that, like, again, it's stylized, like, that nat, like, it's kind of got that, like, again, that like the carnival s sounds like pop in my head now as I'm talking about it, but like it definitely has like that sort of theming of it, not only I think in the MV, but actually like the song stylization to its core. I feel like is a real cool, interesting play on that. So I love that. Um, Also as well, I think there's a lot of cool things like in this song that I think were done differently, like the verse at the beginning was cool with like Zico. I feel like Zico almost always starts off all of these like hard hitting songs, which is cool. I don't know if that's an intentional choice, but it seems like it. Um but I will say like the structural components of the song, like the verse seemed like again that sort of like whimsy and like sort of odd nature to it, and then like the pre-chorus seems like abnormally short, and then you get into the chorus that kind of like changes up the song in like a completely different way. um and then they go back to the second verse and they kind of go back to that sort of like carnival-esque sound, and I thought that was very interesting. Again, I think maybe it's to kind of disorient the listener in some way, like, you know what I mean, like if you're going to like through like a house of mirrors, or like, you know, like I definitely feel like they took a lot of cues from like carnival like type things that you would either see or exhibit yourself. And so I feel like that aspect of the song, like the disorientation that you may feel, you know, in those rooms and stuff, I feel like were really really well put together in this song. So I got to give their songwriter a lot of credit, and whoever kind of did a lot of the structural components of this. I thought it was really fun. Vocally, I also really enjoyed. I think pretty much Taeyil was like the one that I noticed the most because like his voice is so powerful and strong. I also really enjoyed Yuquan's voice. I did hear him like a little bit earlier on in the song, and I've listened to him obviously in the previous BlockB songs, but his voice is really good. I hope to kind of pick out his voice a little bit more because I also enjoy his tonality a ton. But this is great. I thought this was very nice. Like I said, personal gripes aside, you know, I enjoyed the song. I thought it was very cool. And I did, again, I feel like they were definitely on theme in terms of the like the whimsy of the song. I think they definitely nailed it, certainly. So, Gunky says they are chaos. LOL. I would also agree with that. Biscuit says a fun MV and also a critique on the industry. Oh, okay. I could see that. I'll have to listen to the lyricism because I didn't really get to check out the lyricism. I feel like some of these older groups is a little hit or miss. We've gotten some that have been good, but I've been checking all of them. So, and Kaylee says, "LOL. I think we're done with clouds for now." So thank you. I'll rest easy tonight. That's a good feeling. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is another BlockB song. This one is Her. So let's check it out.
Jesus 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러 Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby Yeah, yeah
BlockB. Yup, it's excellent, baby. Wow, 놀라워 또 하나 위 없이 아름다우신 그녀의 곁에 보통 여자 명함 또 못 내밀고 끼리끼리 뭉쳐니 험담을 나누겠지. 자 들어 주위에 늑대 놈들 주의 자식들 하나같이 외모지상 주의 억지로 뒤통수 한 대 맞은 듯이 머릿속에 띵하고 어지러워. Jesus 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러. Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby. 뭐 하나 빠짐없이 예쁘구나 girl. 아니 뻥뻥해 너 말곤 전부 평범해. 아찔하게 뻗은 곡선 난 바로 기자란 니들 석션 무작정 부담 주는 멍청이들 사이에 넌 빈틈없는 복선 나의 리프야 헛세 능력 있어도 헛세는 없는 그 성품과 적절한 볼륨감 I wanna hug and kiss it. 주위에 늑대 놈들 주의 자식들 하나같이 외모지상 주의 망치로 뒤통수 한 대 맞은 듯이 머릿속에 띵하고 어지러워. 1, 2, 3, 4 Jesus 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러. Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby. 뭐 하나 빠짐없이 예쁘구나 아니 뻥뻥해 너 말곤 전부 평범해.
오늘 모시의 게스트는 말이죠. 9개월 만에 돌아온 한국 가요계 악동 블락비입니다. 안녕하세요. 안녕, 9개월 만에 컴백했습니다. 귀환을 환영합니다. 자, 이번에 그 타이틀곡 제목과 컨셉이 궁금하다고 많은 분들이 질문해 오셨네요.
네, 타이틀곡 제목 헐, 말 그대로 그녀라는 뜻을 나타내고 있는데요. 네, 기존의 블락비가 굉장히 그런 사납고 남자답고 거칠었다면 이번에는 굉장히 귀엽고 이렇게
찌꺼찌꺼니 당신의 야심이 찌꺼니.
Not the laugh track.
자, 그럼 세계 최초, 국내 최초로 블락비의 무대 지금 만나보시죠.
바위처럼 무감정한 내가 이렇게 다시 바보가 된다. 정신 차려 본인이 앞에 왔어. Oh, could you be my real love? 정말 곱다고 와 누군가 다가와 말 걸면 너 미소만 던져줘. 네 연락처 안돼 신부터 닫고 와 눌러서 stop your talk. Her, baby I'm all yours. Jesus 무슨 말이 필요해 모두 널 작품이라고 불러. Just a little bit of 유격하게 아껴 baby. 뭐 하나 빠짐없이 예쁘구나 아니 뻥뻥해 너 말곤 전부 평범해.
All right, very cool. This was BlockB, her. Very nice, very nice. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I was sitting here, I was like, wow, this song sounds really familiar. It's almost as if I heard it before, and I did hear it. We checked out the MX cover of this last week, so that was aptly washed. So, very nice, very nice. A couple comments here. Let's see what we got. Kaylee says the next one for contest. I did this video because it had subs on the video. There's a part where they talk in it. I wanted you to have context. Everyone said her. Gungi says, of course, I love this one. Very nice. And Jess says catchy as fuck. I would also agree. I feel like to me this was cool because again, I had the context of listening to Edmix do it, which I do love Edmix. Shout outs to them, they're incredible. But I feel like this would I remember Kaylee's comment and I remember Gunky's comment, and y'all were, I wouldn't say going at it, but y'all were having a discussion, and I like that. I think to me, and not to pick sides or anything certainly, but I can understand Kaylee's reasoning as to why they like the original, because I feel like I can kind of see it from that lens, and that's how agree. I would also agree with them as well. That's not to say that MMix did not do a great job on the cover. I think their vocals were really incredible, and obviously shout outs to Lee Mujin. He's also got some great vocals as well. But I feel like there is like, listening to this song and listening to like obviously them singing it, I think there is I think to me, like, I like kind of like the tonal differences in this song, and I think that's kind of like the magic of BlockB even prior to the song. But I feel like to me, like, it stands out even more in this song, where like the instrumentation's like really clean, really fun, very poppy. And I think like it kind of offers this sort of juxtaposition in a song where it's like, ooh, you get to hear like Pio's like vocals kind of have like a little bit of a like rasp or a little bit of ring to it. Zico's voice very similarly. Like Taeil has kind of like, again, obviously, you know, like women vocalists have a much higher or more distinct register in the higher register. But I feel like it's interesting to kind of compare the two in that aspect, and I think that both songs certainly version wise have their own, you know, their own differences, and that's awesome. I think they are both great in their own way. I feel like if I had a gun to my head and I had to pick one, I feel like I would still go with BlockB, because I just enjoy their tonal changes in this song, and like obviously being the originator, like it just to me just kind of sets the tone for the song. Is like, now that I've heard like the cover and I've heard the original, it's like, I feel like I understand there's such a good merit to that. But like, it is really cool to see like the combination of like a girls group covering a guys group song and vice versa. I love hearing that. I think it kind of puts a fresh perspective on some of it. Like the last week when we did Chaos, I believe we also checked out one of Pentagon's vocalists, and so like he was doing an ITZY song, you know, and it's cool to see kind of like that mishmash of different things where like, again, you might get something completely different, you might get something the same, but I feel like, again, it is such a cool kind of variation on those different like things where like each person's voice has such a distinct tone and like range that it, you know, you could always love the original and still love a cover version of that same song. So it is cool to see, like I said, understand both sides of the coin now, certainly. But they're both great in their own respective rights, which is cool to see. So Kaylee says, oh yeah, I said the cover was too clean, just different vocal tones. Fair enough, certainly. Gongi says the vocals are just a lot different, especially when a girl's group is covering it. That's fair. And Gunky says, I actually like the song even more when BlockB does it live. Ooh, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, this is great. Like I said, I would say this is, I would argue, I think this is one of their most catchiest songs in their catalog. We're about roughly halfway through, so I feel like I could say that with some level of certainty, so, which is cool. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving. The next one we've got on the list is BlockB's A Few Years Later. So, check it out.
오늘 지나면 년 후면 시간마저 떠난 후면 과연 서로가 각자가 되어 잘 살 수 있을까 그리워할 만큼 그리워하고 충분히 아파보면 그땐 그 손 놓아줘야 해 무엇이 우리를 만나게 했으면 그 무엇을 이유로 떨어져 있는지 먼지 쌓인 기억과 젖은 눈 닦아내 가면서 날 탓할 만한 뭔가를 찾고 있어 모든 게 제자리를 찾아가겠지 태어난 척하는 내게 다들 속아주고 사랑의 부질없음에 대한 얘기를 짓거려도 난 보기에는 가엾은 놈. 흔히들 이런 걸 자유나 해방이라 해. 틀렸어 구속은 이별한 후에 시작돼. 대충 털고 일어날 수 있는 게 아니지 절대. 당연하게 여긴 존재였기에.
오늘 지난 몇 년 후면 시간마저 떠난 후면 과연 서로가 각자가 되어 잘 살 수 있을까. 그리워할 만큼 그리워하고 충분히 아파보면 그땐 그 손 놓아줘야 해. 추억은 그 모습 그대로 늙지 않고 내게 흘러 터진 나 맘 정리가 안 됐어. 뒤돌아 살면서 내일만큼 두려운 게 있을까. 차라리 증오나 원망이었으면
그냥 소나기인 줄 알았어. 잠시 젖었다 말라버릴 감정일 줄 알았어. 근데 소심하지도 않은 나 널 잡아 꺼내려만 하면 속에 자꾸 담아둬. 핑계만 늘어놔도 어질러진 맘을 추스리다 오늘도 틀려버린 밤. 절대 짐은 되기 싫다던 너가 이렇게 헤어짐을 남기고 떠나.
오늘 지난 몇 년 후면 시간마저 떠난 후면 과연 서로가 각자가 되어 잘 살 수 있을까. 그리워할 만큼 그리워하고 충분히 아파보면 그땐 그 손 놓아줘야 해. 너와 내 사이는 더 이상 우리라 불려질 수 없는 걸. 며칠만 내게 며칠만 주어진다면
끌어안고 얘기할래. 내가 미친놈이라 그래. 멀쩡해 보이지만
Halftime
이거 다 버티는 거야. yeah. 가장 소중한 부분을 어떻게 비 한 방울 없이 떼어내. 너가 가진 전부였던 나 지금 걸어온 배 이렇게 버젓이 내 안에 살아 숨쉬는 널 무슨 수로 가슴에 묻어.
That was sick.
오늘 지난 몇 년 후에 시간마저 떠난 후에 결국 서로가 혼자가 되면 알 수 있을 거야. 그리워할 만큼 그리워해도 잊지 못할 우리였음을.
Yo, this man's cooking. Wow. Wow. All right. I was was not expecting it to end there. Very nice. That was a few years later. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Couple comments here. Connie says, Tail. Very right. That's so true. Jazz says so pretty, and Kaylee says, I love that man. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I enjoyed this one a lot. Like I said, I think there's I like their displacement of songs, like in a good way. Like I think they have songs where like you can tear the roof off, and there's songs that I feel like are more subtle in their approach. You know what I mean? I think there's something really special, I feel like, about this song specifically in their like slower song category. I hate to categorize songs in that way, but it truly is. I feel like there is kind of a separation between the two. But I felt like with this song, first of all, vocals incredible. Yuquan, I listened to a few parts of his vocals that I noticed. Jaehyo, excuse me, great. Taeil, of course, I feel like he goes without saying, but he's an incredible vocalist. B-Bomb was also great too. It was just so fun to hear like them pop off. Like there's just so many good moments where I was like, ooh, I like these vocal parts, or I like this vocal part. And it was kind of more, I feel like, engrossing to me about this song specifically comparatively to like some of the other songs that we've done that have been on the slower side. Like there is something really like intimate about this song that I like, and I think it's like it really kind of started after like that first pre-chorus and getting into the first chorus. Like there's something about it that kind of like resonates and kind of hits you, at least from my perspective, that I really enjoy it, and I think it again meshes well with kind of like the sweet vocal tones that they have in this song. So I really appreciated that a lot. I think the part that shocked me the most was the section with PO, that like halftime, like he has such a cool like vocal dynamic that kind of shifts the song in a really fun way, and I like that he was kind of contributing some vocals in this song as well. I just think that just that dynamic shift in the track just really kind of like just really displaces you in a good way, and it makes you kind of think about the track in a different perspective, and then to be followed up with Tail after that point, I think is just like a match made in heaven. So I love that. But yeah, like I think this has kind of like a cool kind of like waltzy flow to it in a weird way. I know it's not like a waltzy song, but like it has a kind of ebb and flow to it that like you're just like it almost feels like you're floating in a very odd way, but like it really works with kind of like the stylization of the song and like kind of like the BPM and meter of the song. It just has this sort of like flowy, good feeling sort of song. And so I feel like I'll go back to that one just because it warmed me. You know what I mean? So I love that. And great song. Expertly shot as well. The MV was shot beautifully. So I don't feel like there's more that I could ask for in this track. So really enjoyed it. All right. We're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Toy. So let's check that out.
내 감정 따위 뭐가 중요해 실증 날 때까지 갖고 놀면 돼널 위해서라면 날 부러뜨려도 좋아 Because I'm a toy 쓸모 없어지면 버려 몰래 문득 어렴풋이라도 기억돼 수많이 닮은 나 Everything I do it for you I'm a toy 담아왔던 속 얘기를 나눌 때면 날 너로 만지고 나서야 미소를 지었던 너야 얼마 안 돼 구석에 놓이겠지만 이 운명은 네 소유인 걸 Girl use me while you can I'm all yours 난 너에게 더 이상 바랄 게 없어 나로 인해 채워지는 널 본다면 꺼내줄 수 있어 가져가 주겠니 사랑이 장난이면 가차없이 날 이용해 Now you know all you need is me I'm your toy I'm your toy I'm your toy 사랑이 장난이면 가차없이 날 이용해 도대체 난 무엇일까 너한테 이런 질문도 욕심일까 나한테 있는 거 없는 거 다 쏟아부었지만 소박한 기대조차 사치라 느껴진다 어차피 네 세상에서 한 발짝도 못돼 아름답던 사이로 남아 추억 속에 진열되면 돼네 맘 한적해지면 날 발견할 수 있어 사랑은 바보처럼 하는 게 현명할지도 아무 말도 해줄 수 없는 나 침묵하는 내 입술은 벌써 몇 장의 편지를 써냈어 나 하나쯤에 가벼운 아픔이지만 너가 슬퍼하길 원해 Girl use me while you can I'm all yours 난 너에게 더 이상 바랄 게 없어 나로 인해 채워지는 널 본다면 꺼내줄 수 있어 가져가 주겠니 사랑이 장난이면 가차없이 날 이용해 Now you know all you need is me I'm your toy 우린 평등할 수 없겠지 넌 내게 단언하고 난 그 중 하나일 테니 주제 넘지 않게끔만 헌신하면서 시작도 안 해본 이야기를 마무리져 당장 타올라도 바람 앞에 촛불 널 밝힐 만큼 흐르는 눈물 이 달리기 갑자기 멈추면 난 분명히 넘어져 한 번만이라도 함께 걸어줘 너에게 더 이상 바랄 게 없어 나로 인해 채워지는 널 본다면 꺼내줄 수 있어 가져가 주겠니 사랑이 장난이면 가차없이 날 이용해 Now you know
All right. Very cool. This was BlockB Toy. If you're hanging out for the deep dive, thank you for hanging. Appreciate you. All right, let's see if I can. I just had it. Almost. Very cool. Okay, that should be good enough. All right, let's see. A couple comments here. Jazz says this is the first song I heard by them and it's still my fave. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Good to hear. Kaylee says I listened to this song today when I was driving. Very nice. And Connie says one of my faves as well. Wow. Okay. This one is it's a highly favorited song. I enjoyed this a lot. This was very cool. I think to me, like, first of all, I gotta give a shout out to Taeyil. Like, my God, his voice, so good. Like, I know I have said it a lot in most of my commentary for BlockB, but my man can fucking sing. Like, he's so good. And like that first chorus where like they had him, like they panned directly into him. They knew. But I enjoyed this one a lot. I think this was like, to me, like, I feel like this highlighted them in the best way possible in terms of like the song itself is like chill. Like I like the fact that like you get these kind of like more subtle like instrumentals, I guess kind of akin to, I want to say like a, and it's not 100%, but definitely kind of like a the Chainsmokers type vibe, like where it has like a little bit of subtleties in that like instrumentation, like, but I feel like the main show is all of them collectively, their vocals, which is great, and I think you really allows you to kind of fixate on their tones, allows you to kind of again understand, you know, where their vocals sit, and I think as well as that, I think this is a great song to kind of get familiarized with all of their vocals. I think they're a little bit more out there in a good way, where you can really notice and kind of like see what they look like, hear what they sound like, and I think that gives you a lot of future proofing in terms of like their discography. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I started off with this song, and that's to say that I didn't enjoy the debut song, but I think to me like this was like, I feel like this is a good starting point for anybody who does not know BlockB, because it does bring in a lot of aspects. Like again, Taeyil at the beginning was great. Thank you, Kaylee, for listing them out for me. I enjoyed Yukon, of course, with the red hair at the bottom. His voice very distinct. I loved his tone. I did not know that Keon was doing some vocals. That was great too. Like he was towards the beginning of the song. P.O. obviously was great. I saw him, like he was in that like trash, like the trash can scene. Cool voice, like very distinct. Know who he is. Jaehyo at the bottom, also very cool. His voice was really good. I feel like I've pointed him out a few times, but I've really liked his voice, and I got to hear it a little bit more. Zico, of course. I'm very familiar with what he does, not only I think in like a little bit of his solo stuff, but now in BlockB. And then B-Bomb was probably the one I knew the least amount, but now I know what he looks like, and I also know what he sounds like vocally, and I also enjoyed his voice. So it was cool to kind of like, again, put names to faces, being able to distinguish, I would hope as well, based off their vocal tones. And I think it's cool to see kind of the diversity of all that in one song. So I think they did a great job with this one. I would probably put this one pretty close to my favorites just because I think it's memorable. It's really catchy. I think the chorus is phenomenal in the song. It definitely has a great hook. But I think this, to me, like, I enjoyed kind of the naturalness of the song. You know what I mean? Like there isn't much to hide behind, and I think that kind of is I think that's kind of a good thing. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of the point of the song, and I think it does play into a lot of the strengths of what they have done in previous songs, and I would imagine what they would continue doing further along in their career. But this is I think a great, ironically enough, middle point in this playlist because I think it showed me stuff that I already knew about some of the members, but then also unlocked new things that I didn't know about other members in this group. So phenomenal song. I would say this one just makes it into the top, certainly. So very nice, very nice. We are keeping it moving though. The next one we've got is My Zone. So let's check it out.
Nice to meet ya, good to see ya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ready? We got something special. I wanna dance, you wanna dance? Say, 우미코에 히로가루 오래라는 music. 오시에때 I get lose it, this is how we do it. 가나라즈 시토매로 나의 가라 booty. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Backstand, home run. Party till the break of dawn. 全てを let it go. 限界超え先へと。恐れず we go hard. さらにもっと high. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We know how to fly. 遠くまで世界中飛び回るのさ。見慣れた clouds. Oh no. Yeah. どこだってもう俺らの home. There's no rules. Rock the door. Okay. さあ、やるやつだけついてこい。There's no rule. Rock the door. Okay. さあ、やるやつだけついてこい。I got the nice kicks. 毎日スタイリッシュ。態度のマイキー。出力発揮。奴らはロッキー。俺らは団地。騒ぎ狂う。遠慮なくどう一晩中ヘッドバンギーほらみんながもう go crazy like Party till the break of dawn 全てを let it go 限界超え先へと恐れず we go hard さらにもっと high Oh yeah 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 We know how to fly 遠くまで世界中飛び回るのさ見慣れた clouds Oh no Yeah どこだってもう俺らの home There's no rules Rock the door Okay さあやるやつだけついてこい There's no rule Rock the door Okay さあやるやつだけついてこい I got a letter ちょっとまだ上の方 So Tokyo you girl coming come on son
What's up? What time is it?
All right, very cool. That was My Zone from BlockB. Cool. A couple comments. Okay, I didn't actually have any comments on this. Everyone was doing Dancing Dino. Love that. This one was interesting. At first I was like, this is like a completely different vibe change from what I feel like they have hit us with so far. And that's cool. I appreciate that. I feel like for this one, it was definitely interesting. Like the chorus was fun. I think there's a lot of elementation of the track that I enjoy. The like 808 trap section was very interesting. I feel like it was definitely like a unique switch up to the song. And at first I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like this or I'm not a big fan of it. But then like the second one came around and I was like, do I actually like this? Like am I enjoying this as much as I think I am? And I gotta say, I definitely liked it a lot. It was very fun. It's an interesting switch up. I genuinely thought it wasn't going to work as flawlessly as it does, but I'm like, damn, this was actually really cool. I will say, is it my favorite BlockB song? No, but I definitely enjoyed like a different qualities of it as well. The Zico rap was fun. I enjoyed that a ton. Also I noticed there was a lot. I noticed that like Yuquan did like a ton of stuff like either after Zico's section, which I thought was interesting. I feel like that's probably why I noticed his voice a good bit. But I felt like in this song he was definitely like a little bit stronger, which was cool. Um, but yeah, I thought this one was solid. Like I said, isn't my favorite. Is it my favorite Block B song? Not particularly, but it is a good jam. So I'm not complaining. It's good vibes. So all right, well we'll keep it moving. The next one we've got is Yesterday. So let's check it out.
너 아닌 척하지 마 눈에 보이지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 고민 척하지 마 영거래지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday What did you do yesterday What did you do 요새 피곤하다며 11시간 동안 잠쓰더니 또 피곤하대 무심코 내려 놓은 듯한 폰은 오늘도 덮어놓고 내가 예민하대 야코 어디까지 가 진실 어디까지 가 거짓인지 어디 설명해봐 넌 얼굴 색 하나 안 변하고 육하 원칙으로 반론해 언제나 수화 붙이면 대화에 거부해 팩트를 들이대면 모르세 Yesterday all my trouble came close to me 또 나만 허구된 청문회 너 많이 척하지마 눈에 보이지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 고민 척하지마 영원하지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 넌 너가 예쁜 거라서 문제야 No 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 은근슬쩍 시선 즐기는 너 불안하게 왜 그래 No 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 프로필 사진은 왜 바꾼 거야 옷은 왜 어제랑 똑같은 거야 일부러 실증 유발하는 거야 끝장내고 싶은 거야 뭐야 I don't know why I love you 심증뿐인 죽음은 본전도 못 던졌네 넌 내 머리 위 난 네 발 밑 아쉬운 쪽이 손에 보였어 너 아닌 척하지마 눈에 보이지만 넘어가는 girl What did you do yesterday 고민 척하지마 여인 거래지만 넘어가는 girl What did you do yesterday 돌고 도는 패턴이지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 알면서도 속아주는 거야 그만큼 널 좋아하는 거야 다만 들키지만 말아줘 그럼 다 눈 감아줄게 뭐든지 해줄게 너의 척하지마 눈에 보이지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 고민 척하지마 영거라지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday 돌고 도는 패턴이지만 넘어가는 걸 What did you do yesterday
All right, very cool. This was Yesterday from Block B. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's see what we got here. Some comments. Kaylee says this is a fun one. Yucky says this is a great song. Connie says love this one too. Jess says love this one. MV is fun. And Gucky says the actress in this MV is Lee Ju Bin. She was in the popular K-drama Queen of Tears, is in the drama Spring Fever that I'm watching right now. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right. This was fun. I definitely enjoyed this one a good bit as well. Let's see. Just what? Okay. Appreciate it, Kaylee. Left to right is P.O., Yuquan, B-Bomb, Kyung, Zico, Jeho, and Taeyu. Very nice. I think to me this was just really catchy. I noticed that like the past couple songs have been like extremely catchy, and I've liked that a lot. Um, Something I've also noticed as well is like I would assume, and maybe it's me being a little bit assumptive on this, but I know Zico mostly as like his solo end, as well as like I know he's also a producer. So I don't know if he's producing or had been producing BlockB stuff, but I've noticed, at least in terms of like the structure and the songwriting, I think like a lot of the fixation on these sorts of songs is like how fun the choruses are. And I like kind of, again, like they like, I don't know if it's him or if he has some sort of input on it, but like there's this kind of like very like childish sort of whimsy to the song. Like it's like I said in some of the other songs that we've covered, where it's been like very like goofy in a good way, like like the la la la's, or like the like it feels like in the grand scheme of things it shouldn't mean a lot to the song, but I do feel like a lot of those like melody runs or like some of like the ad libs or extra parts of the song where I was like, holy shit, like it is really fun, and I like a lot of the, again, the movement in the track. I'm just surprised at how much fun like that is. Like it just to me stands out a lot more than what I anticipated it was going to be. So it's been really fun to, again, kind of hear that in that aspect. But yeah, this song was also really catchy. I feel like all of these songs kind of leading up to it have been very interesting so far, but I definitely enjoyed this one a lot. So this was another very sick one. So enjoy this one a good bit. All right, let me see what we've got next. The next one on the list here is Shall We Dance? So let's check it out.
둠칫 몸쓸 준비 서울 전체를 무대 삼아 눈빛 Not your head I don't wanna be locked up 우리 저 함께 깨트려 금기 We need to spread out 허수아비 갈라 공터도 명당으로 만들어놔 지금 이 피크야 공문이 빠지마 야우지 장치 확 go night 동그라미 주위로 모여 쭈뼛대는 사람은 목표 음악은 키고 신경 꺼 Turn it up Yeah just follow me baby 저기 맘에 들어 Pop it up burn it up 점점점 같이 놀래 구경들만 하고 join it Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? 왼발 그리고 zigzagging 멋있는 척 말고 힘 빼기 사방에서 힐끔힐끔대지 이미 정신이 다 팔려 imagine 손은 머리 위에 태양도 가리게 모두 나버린 채 흐트러져 버릴게 볼륨 올리고 자리 지켜 애들은 다 비켜라 비켜 동그라미 주위로 모여 쭈뼛대는 사람은 먹고 음악은 키고 신경 꺼 Turn it up Yeah just follow me baby 저기 맘에 들어 Pop it up burn it up 점점점 Hey you guys 같이 놀래 구경들만 하고 join it Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? 한곡 땡기를 흔쾌히 따라 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and I feel 받으면 못 멈춰 대형 전부 무시해 맘 가는 대로 step by step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yeah 자 누가 제일 잘 노는지 아침이 되고 하나둘씩 지쳐 아직 시작인데 party's not over 그만 너 심초사 네 자켓 composer 오늘 하루만 살기로 Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Very nice, very nice. All right, this was BlockB. Shall we dance? Yeah, if you're joining for the deep dive, appreciate it. Thanks for hanging. All right, let's see what we got here. Kaylee says, "Ooh, this is a favorite, vibey." I would agree, very fun. Gunky says, "This is such a good song." Connie says, "Love the song so much, such a fun song." Sarah says, I remember really liking this one when it came out. I'm curious what your thoughts are now, Sarah, if you still keep the same thoughts about the song or not. And Cookie says, you need to dance. I did, listen, I threw a little in. I wasn't real confident about it, but I threw it in there. But I enjoyed this. This was fun. I feel like Kaylee summed it up very well. It's a very vibey song. And I feel like, to me, the vocalist that popped off, to me, I liked P.O. the most. I think his like gritty, raspy tone in the song just like stands out a little bit more. So I love that. I also enjoyed Taeil in the song. His vocals kind of, again, very similarly to P.O. I feel like it stood out. He's got such a strong vocal like mindset that I feel like his vocals could just like pop off in any song realistically, but I feel like this one was nice because I wasn't really expecting him to do a little bit of vocal pop off, so that was really cool. Also, holy shit, I did not know that man was tatted up. I noticed, I don't know if I saw it in the last music video, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I thought he had like something on his hand, like one of his hands, that he has like a hand tattoo, and then I saw the one like on his neck. I was like, damn, my man is tatted up. I respect that. But it was cool. I'll have to check it out. But Sarah says it's very vibey and fun, though it's still a little chill for my usual taste. That's fair. And Kaylee says he's covered now. Hey, I'll have to check it out when we're done. I'm curious to see how covered he is, because it seemed, I only say that because I feel like you would have to be covered, because I feel like, again, like if you have a neck tattoo, my man, if my man's got a neck tattoo, you know that boy be tatted up. that's like, you wouldn't be getting that like as like a first tattoo or a willy-nilly tattoo. Like, you would be doing that if you know some shit, you know what I mean? So but yeah, very cool. I'm glad he's repping the tats, very sick. All right, we're gonna keep it moving though. We've got another BlockB song. This one is Don't Leave, so let's check it out. So different.
무뎌진 감정들이 돌이켜보니 또 착각이네. 과분하게 느껴진 너의 표현들이 이젠 그리워. 지려고만 해. 너의 손을 잡고 눈 맞추면 눈 녹듯이 사라지던 내가 과연 너를 지울 수 있을까? 난 그럴 자신 없는데. 너의 말 가볍게 생각하며 스쳐 지나가던 너 한 번이라도 잠깐 자리에 서서 되짚어볼걸. 너의 말 그 한마디마디마저도 난 널 외면하고 난 또 상처를 주고 아무렇지 않은 듯 착각을 해요. 떠나지 마요. 떠나지 마요. 떠나지 마요. 너 같은 여자를 못 찾아. 떠나지 마요. 떠나지 마요. 떠나지 마요. 나 같은 널 가진 건 과분했었나 봐.
가는 몸을 내던져도 날 무참히 밟고 가 이제 보기 좋게 무너지면 끝인 건가 정리할수록 오히려 속이 더 답답해졌어 내뿜는 한숨에 네 이름이 들려와 서둘러 눈물을 흘려도 이별이 너무 느려 내가 없는 애 행복을 바라는 게 많이 슬퍼 텅 빈 안부를 들추며 의미를 찾지만 기회가 나를 앞질러 간 뒤야 널 꽉 끌어안고 속삭이던 시간들이 떠오를 때 내가 과연 너를 지울 수 있을까 난 그럴 자신 없는데 너의 말 가볍게 생각하며 스쳐 지나가던 나 한 번이라도 잠깐 자리에 서서 되짚어볼걸 너의 말 그 한마디마디마저도 난 널 외면하고 난 또 상처를 주고 아무렇지 않은 듯 착각을 해요 떠나지 마요 떠나지 마요 떠나지 마요 너 같은 여자는 못 찾아 떠나지 마요 떠나지 마요 떠나지 마요 나 같은 널 가진 건 법을 했었나 봐 Whatever you want, I can handle it 그대를 사랑하는 내 맘 전하면 너에 미칠 것 같았어 너 미칠 것 같죠 아름답던 과거의 우릴 기억하기엔 지금의 내가 힘이 들어요 그때 우릴 반복하진 않을 테니 떠나지 마요
All right. This was BlockB's Don't Leave. Wow. All right. Kaylee says, oh, this was in reference to my tattoo comment. Kaylee says, yeah, I love it. It's funny because he always has to wear sleeves on variety shows and gets them covered up. It, I feel like it's sad, but also like cool at the same time. Like I do feel like it plays into their like stereotypical like bad boy aesthetic, you know. So I respect that. Though I will say I hope that the stigmatization of tattoos will kind of dissipate. I know they not to get like Korean political, but I know they just passed a law where like tattoo artists in Korea can now do tattoos and not be illegal. So that is cool. So I'm hoping that maybe gets the ball moving for other artists to be, you know, more expressive with their bodies. So be very interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see what the coming years bring, but it seems like maybe they have laxed it a little bit, which is good. And Kaylee also said, "Oh, this is also their last release, by the way." Thank you, Kaylee. So, I enjoyed this. It's crazy that this was their last release eight years ago. That's kind of wild. But I enjoyed this. I think this was very nice. It's always interesting for me to listen to like final. I don't want to say it's final because there's always a chance that BlockB potentially could come back. I don't know. I always feel like I have to put an asterisk next to it just in case. But I enjoyed this. I think I think it's cool to end it. I feel like a lot of K-pop ends their careers if they know they're going to come to a close on like a like very emotional song, and I like that. I appreciate that. I think as someone who has now been indoctrinated into the genre, it is really nice to hear. And I think also it shows off like their growth as artists. You know what I mean? Like, I think to me, listening to their debut song tonight and obviously going through the different stages of their vocal talent, I think that they have become, you know, more capable artists, more like, I think the rapping tones have become better. Like, I think some of the rappers in BlockB also did some singing, which was incredible in this song. Like, P.O. was like the one that obviously is on the screen now and probably the most prominent one, but like his voice was great. Zico's voice, I think he did like a little bit of singing as well. Great stuff there. But I do appreciate kind of again like this song kind of being like, I don't want to say a departure, but just kind of like a, you know, potential end to the group, potentially, of course. But I appreciate kind of the facets of this, and like again, you get to see how incredible they have become as vocalists. So I think to me that was like the truest selling point of this song for me, was like I just kind of was sitting here enjoying it first and foremost, but as well as that, I was just like, damn, like they have become so good. Like it's cool. So I can only imagine people that have been with BlockB since the beginning or in the earlier stages. I feel like you have to have a lot of respect for what they do. So it's cool to see. So, and definitely enjoyed this one. I don't know if this would particularly be one of my favorite songs that they've done, but I will say like in terms of like overall, like, wow, like they've done a great job. I would definitely put this pretty high up in terms of marks, but I enjoyed it. I think it's, like I said, it's not a bad song by any stretch, but there are definitely some other songs in their discography that we listened to previously that I've liked a little bit more. So Kaylee says, I mean, they technically disbanded and did talk about a comeback a few years back, but all the members are pretty busy individually. So that makes sense. I feel like if they have the opportunity to come back as a group, then that would be sick. Oh, haven't disbanded. Sorry. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Well, hopefully they come back at some point. That'd be cool. If they don't, obviously best of luck to them as well. But it seems like they are willing to do that. So I'm going to put the positive energy towards it. So Sarah says, if they make a comeback, I will block B. Oh man, all right. That was a good one. That was great, Sarah. We love it. We love it. All right, on that note, we're going to keep it we're going to keep it moving. This is BlockB. Is it Bastards? That's what it or Bass. It could not be Bass Stars. It's got to be Bastards. They had to have butchered that. Sarah says yes, 0 for conduct. Hey, let's go. Okay. All right. That is the first one we are listening to. So let's get into this joint. Let's go.
애준놈이 왔네 알아서들 쓴대 절대 흉내 못 내게 없는 연습 벌레 난 때깔 다르지 I gotta keep it 100 저 여잔 화색이 돌아벌레
죄다 기생오라비 촌티나는 꼬라지 니들 감탄의 사이 허시고 풍년이 왔지 난 로우한 게 아냐 마초처럼 맞아봐 해 이 무대는 내 구역이야 구경이나 더해
쟤는 진짜 멋이 뭔지 몰라 저기 형편없는 몸짓 좀 봐 스테이지에서 내 어깨 노는 게 다 Break it up, let it go
오늘부로 품행세법 품행세법
Everybody say it 멀쩡한 날이 없지 왔다리 갔다리 난 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야
오늘부로 품행세법
왔다리 갔다리 난 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야 손 들어만 세요 젊어서 노세요 알겠으면 세요 에요 에요 어렸을 땐 나쁜 짓만 해보니 대충 그런 깐지 It's time for some action
Hey brother 잘 봐도 진짜 깔로 다 엎어 사고 파토 왜 사는 우리 타일러 따라해봤자 싸그리 아리 원더 stupid dummy 진작에 좋은 척고 게임은 끝이 났지
쟤는 진짜 멋이 뭔지 몰라 저기 형편없는 몸짓 좀 봐 스테이지에서 내 어깨 노는 게 다 Break it up, let it go
오늘부로 품행세법 품행세법
Everybody say it 멀쩡한 날이 없지 왔다리가 다리나 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야 오늘부로 품행세 왔다리가 다리나 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야 Come on in 환영해 사랑 타령하는 사람만 Oh no no This moment 행복해 손을 위로 Don't be acting like a loser Don't be acting like a 띵동 지금은 굶다 Let's not for 운전 Lose down with the yo 품행세로 품행세로 Everybody say it 멀쩡한 날이 없지 왔다리가 다리나 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야 오늘부로 품행세 왔다리가 다리나 사가지 바가지가 갈라리 갈라리야
Hey, let's go. All right, this was BlockB's subunit Bastards and their song Zero for Conduct. Very nice, very nice. Jazz says, ooh, this one. Andy says, ooh. Kaylee says, subunit with P.O., B-Bomb, and Yuquan. Very nice, very nice. Sarah says, this is going to be my favorite all night. So you heard the song before, kind of, during Boys Planet. We did listen to this, I think, already, because it did show up as one that I've already listened to. So at some point, somebody had to have recommended this to me, which did sound familiar. So I feel like the gears were turning, and then I was like, I remember the MV. I'm almost positive I made some sort of commentary on like the MV itself. I remember vaguely. But I thought this was solid. I feel like the dubstep, like again, I'm not gonna. I mean, this came out 10 years ago, so 2015. Yeah, wow. Okay, so very interesting. I think for me, it's like I understand like the dynamicness of the song. Like obviously, dubstep was like a huge genre. Still is, I'm sure, for in some people's minds, which is great. You know, I'm not gonna knock you if you are still listening to that. But I feel like to me, this kind of gives me the same sort of, and I don't know if this came out in a similar time frame to that of like Mic Drop by BTS, but like kind of in that same era of music where I was like, you have to have like these like cool like vocals and then like have like a chorus that has like the big like dubstep drop, you know what I mean? Like it feels very formulaic in the sense of like you know what you're kind of getting into based off the song. But I did enjoy this. I thought this was very interesting. I like again, I feel like my love for P.O. just continues to grow. Mic Drop was 2 years later. Oh, so this is the chicken before the egg here. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you, Kaylee. I think to me, like P.O.'s voice has stood out to me in BlockB's music, but I also feel like in this subunit, I really liked him in this song previously, and I still do. I think he's got such a dynamic presence to this song, so I really appreciate that. I also like Yuquan. I feel like I didn't notice him as much in the first time that I listened to this song, but now noticing his voice and what he looks like, I feel like I was able to just kind of put a name to a face. His voice is incredible. And B-Bomb was also cool. I think he paired really well with Yuquan. And obviously P.O. as well. I think they wouldn't have put the subunit together if they didn't work well together. But I am curious to check out some of the other songs from Bastards, their subunit, because I feel like I remember this one pretty distinctly, but we didn't check out any other ones. So I feel like my frame of reference for some of these songs have been subunit songs I don't have enough of. So very excited to check out more. But yeah, I think this was very solid. I enjoyed it, but I'm curious to check out more. So the next one we're going to be checking out, it looks like, is Selfish and Beautiful. So let's check it out.
Different story. It's 20 times bigger, the size of a village, weighing millions of times more. If this asteroid, for now called 2014.
I'm very, very good. 돈이 가족 문제 너 아니어도 Stop me baby 숨이 막혀 죽겠어 매일매일 Oh shit don't touch me baby 오늘부로 그댄 ex-girlfriend 화난 이 표정은 real elegant 성격은 오락가락 elevate 난 오늘 밤 fly not through 네가 날아갈 거야 환상의 LA You know 돈이 가족 문제 너 아니어도 복잡해
I love Just Dance.
그러니 제발 날 좀 내버려둬 넌 너무 예쁘지만 그만큼 비싼 척이래 너 완전 맛맛이야 baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 나 듯한 여자들 눈에 꽤 매력 있는 놈 girl Stop it baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 못되고 이기적인 beautiful girl
Talk box? Interesting.
Yeah that is me
저 아랫집 사람인데요. 난 시끄러워서 잠을 잘 수가 없는데. 뭐 하시는 거예요?
What?
Sorry.
아 지금
날 좀 제발 내버려둬 고삐 풀린 듯이 내 멋대로 네가 뭐라고 말해도 잘 안 들려 이미 여긴 hell yeah another level 저 비싸기 나의 king cobra 들이범 마시다 보니 oh 나는 깜빡하고 잠이 들어 이런 bullshit 집에 가자 bro let it blow 익숙해진 관계 뭘 해봐도 똑같아 내가 네 성에 차지 않는 건지 넌 너무 예쁘지만 그만큼 비싼 척이래 너 완전 맛맛이야 baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 나 듯한 여자들 눈에 꽤 매력 있는 놈 girl Stop it baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 못되고 이기적인 beautiful girl 처음엔 날 바라보더니 눈빛이 그리워서 관심 받고 싶었어 미안해 난 너 아니면 안 돼 Please one more chance baby Stop it baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 나 듯한 여자들 눈에 꽤 매력 있는 놈 girl Stop it baby Oh girl you're like a crazy 못되고 이기적인 beautiful girl Thank you all my people Welcome to Bastards, you know it This track in my groovy room Thank you to my boy, y'all I made it, I love it, this song What a beautiful night, darling We out you
여러분 이 뮤비 골 때리죠.
Okay. All right, that was BlockB's Bastards. Selfish and Beautiful Girl. Very, very interesting. What a title for a song name. Let's see. Sarah says, "Oh, we're just dancing." Kaylee says, "I do love this just dance concept." Sarah says, "Do you think it's the Wii or Connect?" Oh my god. Um, Kaylee says, "Oh, who knows? In my heart, it's always the Wii, always a Wii." Gunky says, "I don't see any Wii remotes or the Connect." Yeah, I thought it was PS4. I think she had a PS4 PlayStation controller for sure. I saw one of the scenes, so I know for a fact they're PlayStation stands. Jazz comments killed me. I hit my siblings with the remote too many times while playing, so my parents banned me from playing it anymore. Oh my god. I feel that as also someone who has siblings. So I get it. I get it. Guggy says, "Wait, was that a PS4?" I think it was a PlayStation for sure, for sure. And Kaylee says, "Oh, to just be able to dance to BlockB and ignore the world." That's wild. That's a wild concept. But um Sarah says, "Wait, so they chose the only console without Just Dance?" I think so. From what I could gather. Let me see if I can find the actual like part where see. Literally here. Like this is for sure a PlayStation controller. Again, that's how much of a nerd I am. This is 100% a PlayStation controller. I would bet my life on it. Anyway, yeah, it is the PS4. Hey, let's go. Gunky says Just Dance is on PlayStation. I love how. Listen, I respect the fact that we are getting heated about consoles in this chat about what it could be. You know. Besides the point, the song was great. I enjoyed the song a lot. Actually, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Dare I say more than Zero? Zero for Conduct. I think it just is my style. Honestly, I feel like it's probably just kind of a personal choice because I like the fun, like dancey, vibey songs. I feel like this one was good, so I definitely like this one a lot. I think the vocal hooks in the song were also really incredible. Shout outs to B Bomb and Yuquan, Chef's Kiss. I'm sure Po did some vocals too, so shout outs to him too. But great stuff. I also like that again. I feel like we clowned on it a little bit about like the Just Dance thing, but I do feel like the choreography was great. Like I really enjoyed the choreography. You got to see some of like them, like the choreography was just fun, and I enjoyed that. And again, I enjoyed the Just Dance concept. I think this is like one of the first videos where I've seen that exist. But I enjoyed it. I think this is a fun song, very lively. I think again, chorus has really good hooks in the song, and I was definitely roped in. The storyline was very interesting. Like, is Po like some sort of like scientist or something? Like, I don't understand like why this lady had anything to do with him in the sense of like that the asteroid was going to come and destroy her like little chihuahua dog and the PS4 and Just Dance. You know, I conceptually it lost me a little bit, but very interesting, very interesting. Sarah says I played Until Dawn with the damn drag controls. Oof. Gunky says I was a GameStop store manager for 10 years. That's true. Checks. I remember you saying that. Kaylee says Yuquan and B-Bomb were also the main dancers too. So, yeah, I know they were also main dancers as well. But I'm saying, like, conceptually, I don't understand what an asteroid has to do with, like, the Earth exploding. And also, they had to put an advertisement in for, like, Just Dance if you didn't know what that was. Just, I feel like, you know, I feel like there's a disconnect there, you know. But hey, I didn't I didn't put this MV together, so I don't know. If you know in chat or in the comments, let me know. I'm curious. But anywho, we're keeping it moving. We've got another Bastard song. We got a lot of Bastard songs. Nice. Okay. All right. We are doing Make It Rain next. So let's check it out. Kaylee says, I think it was all P.O.'s dream. Okay, fair enough. Listen, if P.O. dreams of a tatted white woman that's playing Just Dance, hey, respect. So, anyway, let's check it out.
We need to create a screen.
Come everybody, you know about me. 한마디로 말해 우린 아주 똑같지. 나올 때마다 죄다 갖다 깨부셔 괜찮지. 예끼 놈들아 여긴 내 나와 party.
건전하거나 말거나 내 알바가 아니야. 난 나쁜 것보다 더 나쁜 것. 네가 뛰거나 말거나.
But I also like the dynamics of the song. I think very similarly to Zero for Conduct. I do feel like they love playing with like the like dynamics of songs. Like this has like those really big like horns, and like it has like that kind of cool like big horn section, and then like the way that they kind of stylized Make It Rain, I thought was really cool as well. So I appreciate that. It's extremely catchy, and like again, not that I felt like the more energetic songs couldn't be catchy, but it's like you're just like, damn, like I wouldn't have thought it that like lyricism to be as catchy as it is. So I love that. I also enjoyed kind of like the separation of different vocals. Like I feel like B-Bomb was like the one that I noticed the most. Obviously like behind P.O. and Yukwon, and not to say that they were not great in the song either, but like B-Bomb, I feel like his voice stood out to me a good bit. He was doing like a little bit more like runs and stuff, which I appreciate, and like to me, I feel like he has grown a lot more as a vocalist too in these couple songs, like intermission songs. So it's cool to see like him like take on more and kind of like show off his voice more, and that was something that I noticed in this track where I was like, usually I'm like, I just stand for like Yukwon on the vocal side of things, but I feel like B-Bomb let me know that his voice has gotten better and he's become a better vocalist. So definitely enjoy that. Again, the sort of like dubstep, big energy sort of energy in the song was really good. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. I feel like a lot of like those bigger songs, if they were to ever perform these live, I feel like these would pop the fuck off. Like they just have like that. They just have like a great live energy to them. So I don't know if they have performed any of these, like the subunits have ever performed, but if they did, man, that'd be fun. Be a fun set. So very cool. Very cool. We're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is That's Right. So let's keep it rocking. Sarah says this is also in the running for their favorite Make It Rain. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's rock.
Okay, you get it. It's yours.
Wake up baby 우릴 당기는 아침 아름다운 오늘이야 baby 괜시리 기분이 좋아 핸드폰을 찾지 귀엽게 눈도 못 뜨고 친구 번호 눌러 애기같이 운하고
친구야 너 뭐해 오늘 가자 멀리 SNS는 없으니 사진은 no thanks 작은 차에 낑겨 다 태우고 음악은 힙합으로 제일 크게 틀어 지갑에 돈이 땡전 푼 없어도 괜찮아 돈은 내가 좀 벌어놨으니 조만간 네가 돈을 많이 번다면 날 라이브 프로그램 매장으로 데려가 줄래 baby
That's right tonight 분위기는 계속 keep going 지금 나는 좋아 이 모든 게 다 넌 그냥 잘
척하는 건 이루 영 어디가 원샷으로 막 들이부어 baby 이미들은 여기 들어놓으면 되지 Drone day 나는 취했어 오늘은 멀리 흘러가 놀 테니 난 더 계속 마시겠어 감사해 thank you God amen
That's right tonight That's right tonight 떠나도 돼 어디든 행복할 거야 넌 누구보다 특별해 baby
난 365일 매일매일 오늘만 같았으면 해 baby 내가 살면서 제일 잘했다고 생각하는 건 널 만난 거야
That's right tonight That's right tonight 떠나도 돼 어디든 행복할 거야 넌 누구보다 특별해
All right, very cool. That's Right is the song and is from the Bastard Sum Unit. Very nice, very nice. It's cool. These songs have been very, very interesting. Like you get the yin and the yang, which is wild. Like this is more of a light, upbeat song, and I appreciate it. To me, it's so interesting. Like again, having these songs back to back, like like again, we went through Zero for Conduct, which was like one of those more high energy songs. Selfish and Beautiful Girl. It's like more poppy. Make It Rain was a heavier, heavier song, more aggressive. And That's Right kind of, again, goes in that soft K-pop sort of direction, which is great. I think it's cool. Like, it's very dichotomous, so I appreciate that a lot. And, like, I think it keeps your interest. But the vocals on this were incredible. I feel like, obviously, to me, in my opinion, I feel like B-Bum and Yukwon stole the show. But there are definitely some moments where I feel like P.O. did some really great vocal work as well. But yeah, this was very sweet, very catchy. I love the live vlog type things. In these MVs, I feel like they're always very fun, very cute, very goofy. I gotta say, like, the BlockB boys are fucking goofy. And that's coming from me because I'm a goofball. So I feel like I specialize in that. I know goofball when I see one, but it's good. It just seems like they're having a good time, and I love to see that. So I hope that they keep that energy I don't know if some of them are still making music or not, but I hope that they are still keeping that energy going. So very nice, very nice. We shall keep this train moving. The next one is, I believe, From Seoul. So let's check it out. I love this guitar. Cool guitar riff.
Tokyo to Seoul, LA. Long time no see my fans. 대충 걸친 t-shirts. 구겨 신는 brand new suits. 뭐 같은 trend. I don't care. 굳이 설명이 필요해. Don't need a flex. I love myself. Bass. K for real. 지금 서 있어 on a fail. When I'm so high. 그냥 원하면 줄게 whatever. 똑같은 frame. I don't care. 내 모든 건 시샘이 돼. Don't need a flex. I love myself.
That's me. High bones 이루고 탄탄 I'm from the soul. 그 어디가 됐던 hot shell가 feel 카 뮤직 무비 앤 랩탑 자유의 문을 두드려 매일 밤 친구들 다 때리고 술 마시고 담배 피고 예술가들은 노는 게 작품인데 날 레비도 제바로 네 앞가림이나 해 제대로 나는 멋대로 색을 입히는 카메라요.
This one a lot. I like the jazz guitar phrasing in this song. Really fun. I also like kind of the combination of the vocals in this as well. Again, 2 for 2 on this one. B-Bomb's vocals were incredible. He started off, really enjoyed his vocal tone. I also enjoyed P.O.'s vocals. I feel like he incorporated a lot more singing. He kind of did like a little bit of a, excuse me, he kind of did like a little bit of a rap section as well, which was cool. So I appreciate that a lot. Yuquan obviously holding it down as per usual. I think his voice has been, to me, I feel like at least in the confines of Bastards, I feel like he's been the most consistent one in my opinion of all the 3 members. Like I feel like I can consistently rely on his voice to be awesome and continue to get better. So I liked his voice in this. But yeah, I like kind of like the chill aspect of this one. Very fun. Very groovy, and I feel like this would be the type of song that I probably go out of my way to listen to. So I think this one ranks highly on my front, just because I like the guitar, I like the vocals. I think it just kind of comes together all the way. So enjoyed this one a lot. This was fun. So very nice, very nice. We're gonna keep it moving. The next one we have is Help Me. So let's check it out.
Bastards.
Ooh.
hold 없이 만나봤지 다 똑같아 별거 없지 I wake up feeling that I need a fresher start
반쯤 풀리는 헝클어진 머리 나를 잊어 걸려난 민 재미없어 여긴 어지러워 열어줄래 window 이 느낌이 왜 난 좋은지 나 따라오는 듯해져 내 빛도 난 내가 떠날 걸 알고 있어 tonight
오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요 반짝거려 위태로운 듯해요 내 몸에 든 니로 Man what's the matter 난 오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요
Oh baby what you want is what I got this And now I'm gonna give it to you love it 오늘 밤은 내게 와줄래 Help me baby
That's me Don't talk to me like that baby Come here right now where is it 오늘 밤 널 내게 빌려줘 Tonight I'm fucked up 품에 널 안고 잠들고 싶어
Why you like me 입을 맞추지 혼자 괴로운 밤내 안에 숨겨줄게 I will never make it
Promise
That I can't give 오늘 밤에 난 너를 원해 tonight
오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요 반짝거려 위태로운 듯해요 내 몸에 든 니로 Man what's the matter 난 오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요
Oh baby what you want is what I got this And now I'm gonna give it to you love it 오늘 밤에 내게 와줄래 Help me baby 내 안에 난 내가 너무도 많아 이렇다 보면 아침에 오고 침대 혼자겠지 And I don't care Stay away I'm okay Get away 아무도 나를 잘 몰라
네가 나를 볼 때 나는 어때 오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요 반짝거려 위태로운 듯해요 내 몸에 든 니로 Man what's the matter 난 오늘 밤도 비틀비틀대요
Oh baby what you want is what I got this And now I'm gonna give it to you love it 오늘 밤에 내게 와줄래 Help me baby yeah
Ooh. All right. This was Bastards Help Me. The subunit from BlockB. Very nice. Very nice. Sarah says, ooh, I really like this one so far. Very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed this one a lot. I would probably put this amongst my favorites in terms of the Bastard subunit. I think this one was very interesting, and I think, my personal opinion, I feel like it kind of crosses those two barriers of what I've known from this subunit, where I feel like, again, we've gotten like a little bit more of that like aggressive undertone to some of their songs, and then like some of the other ones are like a little bit more on that traditional like K-pop, like a little bit more chill side. I thought this one kind of met somewhere in the middle, somewhere where like there's definitely some more aggressive moments, most specifically like that first like rap section from PO, which was really cool. I like the way that they not only, I think, he distorts his voice, but also added like some distortion to his voice. I thought that was really cool. I think it breaks up the song in a really fun way. And then you get back into kind of like that main kind of like groovy sort of like riffy sort of part of the song, which I like. I think the kind of, again, the combination between B-Bum and Yuquan was incredible. Yuquan has like this really cool kind of cut to his voice. And I think he kind of hit like the higher register really beautifully. Similarly to B-Bum, but I feel like his voice was like definitely more in that mid-range tone. And then like he did like a little bit of falsetto, which was cool. But like the combination of all three of them was really, really cool. And I think the way that they cycled between the three was also really great as well. Instrumentation was fun. I liked a lot of like, I think there was like a little bit of like reverse delay and stuff going on in the song. It was very unique like writing style, and like I said, I think that main section with PO towards the beginning of the song, I thought was really what kind of cemented that sort of off the wall sort of sound, which I appreciate. So but yeah, overall I thought this was fantastic. I probably, like I said, enjoyed this one of the most favorited songs of tonight, certainly. Just was so interesting. I would go back and give this one another listen. So very cool, very cool. All right, well, we're ending it off with one more from BlockB. This one is very good. So this is very interesting. Kaylee says, so this is just over a year ago. The entire group came out for the show The Seasons, which Zico was the host of at the time. It was his last episode as host, so it was a pretty special for him and the fandom. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's check it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's sick. Very nice. Very nice. That was a good way to end it, Kaylee. Appreciate it. I gotta say, as a 32-year-old man, they all look extremely good for their age. Wild, wild. Also, I think it's hilarious. I think they must have put makeup on. I'm assuming this is Taeyil, if I've got this correct. Chat can let me know. But man, they covered his neck up with. They must have covered his neck up with fucking makeup. That's crazy. Thank you, Jazz. Let's see what we got. A couple comments here. Guggy says this is a great live performance. Guggy says I was actually watching this a few days ago. Very nice. Andy says iconic. Kaylee says Zico actually has the behind the scenes of them practicing for this on his YouTube channel. Very nice. And yes, they covered it. I for sure, like, I could tell. Man's looking pale AF, but cool stuff. Cool stuff. Now I gotta look that up. I feel like Kaylee has inspired me to look up tight. I could not spell his name for the life of me. Tattoo. Let me see. K-pop. See if he has tattoo. I feel like I should probably preface. Oh my god. Is this it? Jesus. Wow. Yeah, he's got, that's a crazy ass neck tattoo. Holy shit. Damn. His tattoos are sick though. I'll give him, as from one person to another. He's got some fucking sick tattoos. I don't even want to know how much the fucking neck one was. That one I feel like would be rough. That's crazy. Wow. Jesus. It's a lot. I already knew Chaeyoung had a ton. That's crazy. Good for him. Oh, and then he's like, his whole arm. Is that his? No, he's wearing a uniform. Never mind. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Holy shit. Like his whole arm. I think he has to have his whole arm done, his neck done. I can't tell on his other arm. That's a lot. That's good for him. I'd be curious to check out his art, but that's sick. Yeah, okay. He's got the hands. I was right. You got the hands, fingers. Crazy. Connie says love his tattoo. Tattoos very nice. Connie says yes, so cool. Kelly says yeah, he has a lot. It's great. I love it. Hey, let's go. Hopefully that again. Hopefully the stigma behind that dissipates a little bit. Damn, my man is bulked out. Holy shit. Crazy. Anyway, love that. Love that for Teo. Very cool. Cool stuff. Wow, we ended at 11. That's crazy. BlockB was cool. I know Zico obviously has done his own stuff, which now we have, we'll be able to cover him. We did, I believe one of the subunits. I don't know if there was another one, but we'll probably do that. I'm thinking I probably will do catch up on Wednesday, just since we've got a lot of stuff to cover up and do. So I'm excited. I did see something, and I don't know if anybody in chat posted about it in the Discord. But I saw this group. It's called Latency. I know it is like a formation of like a couple other like female K-pop idols. I saw an Instagram video about it, and I thought it was interesting. So if we have a chance, I would like to cover them on the catch up because I know they just released a new song, but it was cool. Sarah says, yeah, the band is with Luna and Signature members. Yeah, I did see that. I thought my brain was frying a little bit, but I'm glad that I was glad that I was correct. Very nice. Sarah also said that this stream has also made me want to rewatch P.O. and Hood. I did. Oh my god. I never realized that. That's crazy. Holy shit. Well, I wouldn't have known who he was, but now I know. That's crazy. That's so cool. I was like, that guy looks so familiar. Now I know. Wow. I don't know how I didn't piece those two things together. That's wild. That's wild. Kaylee says that they have a Zico playlist. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kaylee, also as well for putting this playlist together. Appreciate you. All right, okay, cool. Unhee says Hyunjin from Luna / Lucis Symbol, Jiwon, Simi, and Haeun from Signature, and Hyun, a musician / YouTuber, finger stylish. Yes, I do remember that. That was really cool. Sarah says he's so dopey in Hotel Del Luna and he's so cool in BlockB. It's a little jar. It is interesting. I almost thought maybe he had a twin. Like that's crazy. Like he's so like different. Like it's crazy. It's so different. He's so different in BlockB than he is in the show. That's wild. I'm gonna look at that show so differently now. That's crazy. Not in a good way, obviously, but like. He be Michael B. Jordan. That is cool. That is he do be doing that. Honestly, P.O. outside of rapping is just a maknae and baby girl, which I love. Hey, let's go. We'd love to see it. So very cool. Like I said, I'll be doing a catch up on Wednesday. So if you've got any other things you would like us to cover on Wednesday, catch up wise, I know somebody pointed out Cordis. So if there's a new Cordis song, we'll check it out. I don't know if they're still in stream or not, but if you are, we'll do it. But yeah, that's the vibe. Again, huge shout outs to Kaylee. Thank you, Kaylee, for putting this together. I think I'll be starting off with the end hype in and stuff, and we'll be going from there. So Kaylee says, what's next then, band or soloist? So the categories in chat, if you would like to weigh in, I would love to know your opinion. I feel like the cycle is we did a girls group. BlockB we just did is a guys group. I feel like a K band would be cool. So if we have a K band in mind, y'all would like to do, that'd be sick. I would like to throw, excuse me, I'd like to throw in the mix like K hip hop or K rap. I feel like that is a avenue I have not touched, but has been kind of, kind of hinted at. So I would like to do that at some point. That would be fun. So I feel like those would kind of be like the four pillars of groups, like typical things we could cover. I think we did decide on BY as the first like K hip hop, K rapper, because I've been intrigued by him before. We've checked out some videos on like chaos streams, and I feel like that would be fun. And when I mentioned it in chat, I feel like y'all really responded well with that. So I feel like that'd be rad. So I will probably put a new thing for K hip hop, K rap in the Discord, just so y'all can give me your opinion. But that's the vibe. And I'll have to try to see what I can do off that. But yeah, that's it. So if you've got a K band, I think that's probably the next one I'll probably ask you all about on what we should do. So if you've got a K band we haven't covered yet that you would like us to cover, please let your opinion be known. I think other than that, I think that should be it for the most part. And then, like I said, we'll be doing catch up. I would love to do another album stream. I missed out on it last weekend or this past weekend because I had some family stuff going on that came up sporadically, so I had to do that. But other than that, all good. We're chilling. So yeah, next Saturday stream should be an album stream. I promised Dang that I would be doing Mott 7, so we will be getting on to that. But yeah, that's it. If you got any other opinions, feel free to let me know. Would love to know down below in the comments or in Discord. Again, Discord is probably where you'll keep the most updated on things. So come through there. Y'all are cool. So come through if you want to be a part of the cool community. So thanks y'all so much. Again, massive salutes to Kaylee for putting the playlist together. Everyone give kudos to Kaylee in the chat and in the comments. So